Welcome back to Anime and Beyond. I'm Noah.
I'm Devin.
Today we're reacting to My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 21. Last week was a crazy episode. We saw Shigaraki and the squad training. It was a villain training arc, really. That's what it was. And they were trying to get that Giganto guy to surrender. It was like months had passed, and this dude was stamina was crazy. Too much HP, if you ask Shigaraki.
Straight up.
But then they get challenged from the League, the Liberation Army. They are the League of Villains. Kind of seemed like it's something similar to what we faced last season with Overhaul and that gang that he had. But it's a little different because these guys have members hidden everywhere. And it kind of seems like in high positions, they were able to track Shigaraki and his squad, threatened to give that information to the heroes. But it looks like we're going to have a showdown.
That's it. It's time for a showdown.
All right!
They told Shigaraki, you can either get under us or fight us and get out of the way.
Yeah.
We also learned that Dabi's going to go be recruiting someone else.
Yeah, he's got another mission,
Yeah, and then also that the doctor who had helped Shigaraki for a while, we think somehow it was involved with All For One in erasing memory for Shigaraki, but he's like doing this training arc for them. He's like, I will give everything to you, all these no moves, once you can get Giganto on your side.
I hate that business guy with that long nose looking.
Re-destro.
Re-destro. I remember last week we kind of theorized maybe Shigaraki is trying to send that villain over there, kind of part of his plan to sabotage their plan so they can continue with theirs. Yeah. Which would be smart, honestly.
Yeah. So we're really looking forward to see what's going to happen because Giganto, they said he was probably going to be asleep for 2 more hours. So are they going to stall? Are they going to just go ahead and fight and then wait till he comes?
Right.
We'll see.
I was gonna say there's a lot that's about to go down. So,
but I'm always down for fights. Yeah. So if that's what happens, I'll take it.
Always down for fights.
And if you're feeling quirky, you know what I'm saying, quirk.
Couldn't even finish it.
Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified for more My Hero content. With that said, we're gonna get right into it. Let's get it. Man.
Oh, we're getting a history lesson.
Bunch of savages, man. What a world, bro. That guy started it all, huh? Oh, wow. That's kind of dark.
So it is his child.
You are the father.
Well, back in the day, this meant losing. Midoriya. Oh, Shigaraki got similar shoes.
緑江くん見てよ。自分で選んだんだよ。お揃いだ。
私は案内役を仰せつかったもの。ヒーロー？知らんやつだが。
Huh, that is interesting.
Maybe that's why they sided with them. They're like, oh, they got heroes too? Is he a hero too? Is this a fake city?
Wow.
He looks like Senor Pink from One Piece. Is that a political party too? That guy's holding radishes or something, like a white carrot.
You really thought? Come on.
Is he gonna kill people? Yo, he is! She's the news reporter. They know a lot about the League of Villains already.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, I think he's misunderstood the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well that part is kind of true. Okay, that is true. But I don't think he knows about the doctor, though.
Yeah, which is good for them.
Ooh.
Sheesh.
They're like their own little UA. Hey, chef over there.
少女の強行とその訳とてもいい記事になりそう現役だった頃の血がうついちゃう
Ooh.
人を殺めることに一切の躊躇なし気になるわ一体どんな人生を
Wow.
歩んでき
That's
た
kind
の
of
かし
weird.
ら
I wonder if she's gonna try to use Midoriya's quirk.
キル基地とせ解放コード
Curious.
異能地雷触れたものを起爆装置に変える殺傷力は
Oh. Okay. So who knows what she's touched?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
How did the blood explode? She touched all the people already.
Yo, that's crazy. That's kind of OP. Who knows what else she hasn't touched?
Yeah, look, everything around her.
She just keeps moving. Stop. Just stay still.
But can she blow up the same thing more than once too?
I don't know. That's true.
Dang. Wait, was that Midoriya? Did she go to the same school as Midoriya?
Maybe she liked Midoriya, and that's why.
I mean, she says she does.
とっても素敵な世の中作ろうとしてるので、私はあなたたち好きです。
I know, huh?
She found someone else she cares about.
私も普通に生きるのです。
Hmm. I wonder what she meant about that.
I think she wants to become her.
傷口にストローを刺して
Ooh.
あまりにおぞましい顔をして
Oh. That's disturbing. Oh.
I mean, I knew she had to ingest blood, but I never thought about it like that.
ママ、パパ、
Hey, that's how serial killers start. Killing
Yeah.
animals first. Don't let her touch you.
それがあなたなの
Well, now she can explode you anytime.
生まれつき持つその異能によって憧れという誰しもが抱く普通の感情と知恵の興味この二つが噛み合ってしまった
Oh, yeah.
それは到底社会に受け入れられるものではなかった
Yeah, that's kind of, yeah.
その笑い方をやめなさい
Poor kid.
Yeah.
嫌な人。私
Oh.
はこうじゃない。あなたたちが好きな人にキスするよう
But
に。
yeah, she touched it.
私は好きな人の血をすするの。
Okay. So she no longer wants her.
不幸なんか
Oh, that's right. She has Uraka's blood.
Oh, she reverted.
Wait.
警察ヒーローに終わり
Wait. Did she just make her float?
I think so.
Could she always do that?
Uraka or her?
Her. Toga, I thought she could just make herself look like him.
Oh no, she has her quirk.
She can use the quirk of the person that she touches. Or that she drinks the blood of.
個性が使える
I think so.
Dude, that's more like Rogue. Well, quirk ability otherwise. See, she said that too. She thought she could only change her appearance.
Huh. Maybe that is a new development. I don't. Huh.
Maybe she just never tried it before.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
好きになる。
とても素敵な身だし
Oh, she's taking some people down.
開いてきやがる
That guy was about to throw a Kamehameha. I saw that.
Release it, Gohan! Release everything! Remember
He's talking again like a video game, glitchy. Another flash. He's breaking the fourth wall. Oh, his real memories are coming back.
Oh wow.
But he only touched one of them.
間違いか今
Yeah, what the heck? Maybe enhance.
Are they like,
声が伝播して
are their powers awakening or something?
Yeah, it seems like it. Like the more they think about memories, maybe it has something to do with memories.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because they both kind of have flashbacks.
Yeah.
He thinks he can do it. He said if they can do it, he can do it.
Maybe this is.
You think? If this is Endeavor's son, do you think he's gonna get the
Maybe.
prominence burn?
Maybe.
強いだろうずっと異能を鍛えてきた学校に行かずヒーローなんかよりずっと長く
Oh wow.
最高指導者が僕を
Oh wow. He controls it. Controls it.
素敵な人生歩んだ
He can make it float.
嘘だろ本当だ
She's not dead, is she?
こんな冷たい敵はまだあるないね敵の血が君の血だ触れな
He's going through a crisis. Is he gonna snap?
How do they know so much about these
Yeah,
guys?
seriously.
They must have been hacking their phone for a while.
Maybe they were following them.
Wait, what? Is that an illusion? Oh, puppets. Oh.
Dang. Dude, they freaking dismantled the League of Villains as we know it. So, what I found interesting, obviously, right off the bat, was Toga's story.
Been wondering about that for a while.
Very disturbing. She looks, I mean, it's sad, still disturbing. Kind of going back to that scene where she was like holding the bird, kind of, because that's kind of where it all started. You know, she had like a fascination. She liked delicate things, but she also liked blood, and then those two things mixed. That's why she says she likes the things that she loves.
Yeah.
And so
she wants to be like them.
So it's like a good thing gone wrong, like very wrong.
And in reality, how else would she have discovered her quirk?
Yeah.
If it wasn't like calling her to do that.
Yeah.
Which I was also thinking the same thing with Stain back in the day. I would taste about when was the first time you tasted blood?
Yeah,
to
exactly.
realize how your quirk works. Which it would make sense that that's kind of like part of your quirk. Like you kind of have a draw towards that thing. But it's kind of sad though the way it went for her.
Yeah, but she did ask a deep question. She's like, "What is a normal life?
Yeah.
What is that? What does that look like?" And I guess she kind of concluded that maybe it's being someone else. That she's not. It's weird because re-destro said that Twice is the exact opposite of her, but it seems like she's very similar to him at the same time. Well, because she wants to be like everyone else because she steals the quirk, but he duplicates. I guess he doesn't want to be himself. I don't know.
Yeah, because he can make copies of himself, but
Right.
she can only copy other people.
Yeah.
And when they flash back to Toga in school when she had hurt her classmate and was sucking the blood, one classmate said that she looked like she had a repulsive look on her face. And we see an image of her and tears are coming out of her eyes. That makes me believe that she doesn't want to harm the people that she likes, but she wants their blood because she wants to be like them because she's so used to putting on this face and not being who she really is because of what her parents said. And how they were like, no, you disgust me, you shouldn't do this, blah, blah, blah. Because she has this obsession with blood.
Right.
But when she doesn't like someone, kind of how Shigaraki thinks, she wants to destroy them, which is why she was willing to hurt this reporter because she didn't like her.
Right.
And I think because she's a villain, she also will hurt people anyways. Right. But I don't think she actually wants to kill Midoriya, and she
Right.
doesn't want to kill Uraka, but she
Right.
wants to be like them.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing. She admires them so much that she wants to be like them. She's literally like a vampire.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
But she has like this huge obsession with blood. To me, it's kind of like, I'm just gonna say, it's kind of like an addiction. You know, she feels like she needs this in order to be like you, to be like what XYZ.
I need it!
Like kind of what you said, doesn't necessarily want to do, but it's the only way she can think of getting fulfillment.
And that probably comes because she's been acting like people her whole life. She's been putting on this mask, like they said. But this quirk actually allows her to become that person.
Right.
And what's crazy is, from what I understood, she could only copy the person's look. But in this episode, she actually copied Uraka's quirk.
Yeah, that was
which
okay.
is
That was interesting.
Really OP.
I thought that she honestly did that before, but I'm assuming I was wrong because the way she did that, now me thinking back, was she looked like she literally reflected like her attack when Kazuki attacked it and it exploded. I've never seen her use that before, or I've never even seen Uraka do that either. So that was unique to see her kind of just be able to send people like back like that. And it was also neat to see that how she had that in her arsenal, you know, just in case, you know, I'm gonna use this backup blood just in case I didn't have, you know, anything else to use. And she sent everybody else and was able to get away. They said that she's not dead, but this is what gets me. Like kind of going back to my original point with Twice. They said again that he's the opposite of her. Now, I see them as similar. The reason is because, in a sense, I think Toga doesn't want to be herself. Would you agree kind of with that?
Yeah, I think she.
'Cause
Yeah,
that's
I'd
why
agree.
she
She
gets-
wants to be like everybody else,
And it's the
like
same
those
with
she loves.
Yeah, and that's the same with Twice. He's kind of has this inner conflict with himself, but he's like he's going back with like, affirming and doubting himself, but he doesn't really know. Like he doesn't, and so he has all that kind of that wrestling thing going. That's why it makes me think that they're similar. So I'm wondering what he meant about how he's the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
In what way?
I'm with you though. How they're similar in a way. He said they're different. He said they're different.
opposites.
They're opposites.
Yeah.
So maybe
They can both clone. So it's
maybe the opposite is in she can clone others. She can in herself clone others, and he can create clones of himself and others.
yeah.
But is that opposite? What would be the opposite of me being able to clone you and be you?
Me not to be able to clone at all.
Got him!
That's
That's true. I don't know how, maybe we just don't like how it's worded. What's interesting about the Liberation Army wanting Twice is that whether or not they want to use him to make a body double for re-destro, or to, even if re-destro dies, to keep recloning him to make it look like he's still alive.
Right.
That is what could keep the Liberation Party in the spotlight for a long time.
Yeah.
And they might even eventually bring back Destro. Use that as a...
It's actually a good idea because even if you tried to kill him, how would you know you got the right one?
True.
And there's still another one out there, and it's like you can kill clones all day, but if you don't kill a real one,
And
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and like, so say they kill a clone or say they kill the re-destro, what people are going to believe are what they see.
Right.
And they could see his body, but like, oh, I don't believe that. Look, re-destro's out there inspiring the people.
Yeah, the only way is if someone can specifically detect who the real one is.
Yeah.
And who all the fakes was. Like, say, I don't know, let's say, for example, and this is like a theory, say someone can detect if someone has heat readings,
Yeah.
and the real clone has the heat reading, the other clones don't. If they can do something like that, then maybe they could be able to destroy his plan or something.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if Twice's quirk works if you kill the real one, then all of them disappear.
I don't know, because at one
It
point,
could just
I don't think he realized. I don't think he actually is for certain in himself if the real Twice is still alive or if he's one of the clones.
Right,
I don't think he
exactly.
actually knows.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see Toga kind of do like an awakening of her quirk. But then we also saw something with Shigaraki that I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that before. And then we see his own partner be like, whoa, that's never happened.
Yeah.
And he was able to touch one person, and that disintegration spread between the whole crowd.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what this means for quirks. Does this mean that people can just awaken new parts of the quirk, kind of like how Midoriya's is? Or is this the fact that they were never fully utilizing their quirk to begin with?
I mean, that was literally like, I know I say this a lot of time with Dragon Ball. That was like a Hawkeye move. And straight up,
It was.
He literally just disintegrated them. And kind of like what you were saying. So I wonder about Dabi, if he is going to be able to do the same thing.
He mentioned it too.
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Yes. And then this will be interesting if we can see the backstory of him, and it relates to Endeavor or somehow.
yeah.
That would be very interesting because, again, like we see with Shigaraki and we see with Toga, we see their past, and it brought about looked like new heights to their quirk. So maybe we'll see something. Maybe he'll hit some type of prominence burn or something similar. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something maybe Todoroki's trying to learn. Something similar to that. But we've been interested in hearing Dabi's past because we are speculating that it is Todoroki's older brother.
I think this has big implications for the future. We've heard about the singularity point where, quirks become too powerful. What looks like it here is that there's some type of new ability that people can unlock. So maybe it comes from the brink of death. Maybe it comes from training. Maybe it comes from, I don't know, maybe the scientist has been doing testing on everybody else's body, because we've seen it with Shigaraki himself.
Right.
Maybe that's why he was able to get through that point where he could unlock a new ability, kind of talking like Shigaraki, like it's a video game.
Yeah.
More HP. Show me the whole flashback.
Now, this is another theory. For example, Liberation Army is successful with this. what then? Will the League of Villains come after the heroes? When I mean come after, I mean, will they, request for their help?
Oh, okay.
Will they try to send like a one-time thing? Again, like we heard about Toga, right?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't necessarily hate Deku or anything. She says she loves him. She wants their quirk. What if it's something like that? They just come to like a mutual respect, and they say like, we need your help for this one-time thing. We have this unique enemy trying to just wreak havoc, or wreak havoc, whatever, and they ask for their help. What if I'm just curious if that happens? That would be an interesting.
I think that would be a kind of like a petty move to pull, and I think that Shigaraki would be willing to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, the re-destro kind of threatened them with that too. He's like, well, I'll call the heroes on you. I know your location.
Yeah.
And now they know this location of this city where, what they say, 90% of the Liberation
90%.
Army lives.
Yeah.
And one of the scary things though is if you think of like 90%, that's like 90 plus thousand people that live here. A lot of these people have been training nonstop.
Yeah.
So they trained. One guy with ice said that I've been training longer than heroes. So from what I thought, originally it was like the heroes that are moving the Liberation Army are going to be the strongest ones. But some of these guys might be stronger than some of the heroes. Yeah. Because of how much they've been training. And I think that's kind of like what Devin's been saying previously. It is going to be a huge war coming up if it's us versus Liberation
because
Army.
Think of it. They could technically take over. They already talked about the Nomus.
Yeah.
So they could technically take over and then gain the Nomus. Mm-hmm. Maybe they've done research on them and then take over with them. And then maybe it's too much for the League of Villains, and they need heroes' help.
Yeah, it's true. I think this guy might be a little too cocky though, because the information that they had looks like it came from the registration forms. When you find out your quirk, you send it in, because like Midoriya had to update his after he got his quirk. So I think they might have someone in the government that's giving this information, because they talked about a benefactor, about who's providing the Nomus, so it doesn't sound like they know about the doctor. Yeah, which is a good thing now.
That is a good thing.
They could learn something. His phone number might be in Girin's phone, and they might have that information.
Also, I noticed that All For One, I think, is actually planning more Nomus behind the scene, and I say that because there was a scene where Eraserhead was trying to connect with his old friend that was lost, and that was a new Nomu that we didn't know that was a Nomu. I mean, we knew about him, but we didn't know that he was a Nomu. We found out that this is not something he knows, that re-destro knows, and there could be lots more that he's creating like underground. So there is a surface level to this thing that only re-destro knows, but they could be planning so much more. And I don't think they know about the whole thing about Endeavor. I mean, remember the battle where they said they're creating more Nomus like that. And so, I mean, and they said there's going to be like a fleet of these. Yeah. There's a lot that he is assuming here. So I think that there's still a lot of Nomus in his arsenal that he's planning that he just doesn't know about. So I'll be interested to see like where this goes off and how the league goes about implementing these possible Nomus, or if somehow maybe this other liberation ends up somehow capturing some, but maybe not all of them.
And that's another thing, something that the heroes don't know, and now also we see that the Liberation Army doesn't know, is about this doctor. And so I think he's a huge key part. Re-destro mentioned that he thinks All For One is the one that's been providing these Nomus, but in reality it's the doctor. Right. And if the doctor wants to pull that trigger now to save all these guys, he could send Giganto and all the Nomus, and just be like, I mean, if you ever seen Black Clover and the squad comes up, it's like the villain version of that. They come
like,
protect
take
their
one
ally.
More step. Your head's off.
That would actually be a really cool scene though.
That would be sick.
But yeah, I think along with what Devin's saying, it's just that re-destro, they have a lot of information, but their problem is they think that they know it all. Yeah, and they don't.
Yeah, that pride's gonna get to his head, and he's gonna better be careful, man. This is a lesson. Don't always assume you know everything.
Yeah, let us know what y'all think in the comments. How is this happening with Toga and with Shigaraki?
Right.
And can the others awaken the same type of like extension of their quirk or new abilities of their quirk?
No spoilers for you manga readers.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, come on. Don't be doing that, man. Come on. Thank y'all for watching and supporting our channel. Don't forget to check out our social media accounts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about this episode reaction and review.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Rumble. And you can also follow our friends on YouTube as well. You have Jfrizl, Clammy, and Bloxtun for gaming, Rich Aladdin for short films, or Tex08 for sermons, and Thought You Should Know podcast that discusses all things mental health.
With that said, I'm Devin.
I'm Noah.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.
Hold on. Okay, let me try to say that.
You just say it with your chest.
Okay,
Right there.
here we go. Also, go ahead.
I was gonna get a sippy sip.
Also, look at that muscle right there. It's going. Actually, it's pretty cut.
Flexing?
That was cut up.
You pre-flexed? Is that what it was?
Pre-flex.
Yeah, that's how you gotta wake up pre-flexed. You wake up.